Hey, Young and the Restless fans, I've got your weekly prediction edition. We're going to talk about Victor Newman playing dirty games with Phyllis Summers and Mariah Copeland cheating. We've got predictions for Mariah and Tessa Porter, for Victor and Phyllis, for Lily Winters and Duma, for Victor and Adam Newman, and also for Sharon Newman and Phyllis. Young and the Restless predictions: did Mariah cheat on Tessa? So on Tuesday, spoilers have Tessa troubled by Mariah's behavior. And of course, Sharon was stunned last week when Mariah told her she did something awful on her trip, and it's something Tessa can never find out. That certainly sounds terribly bad. But then she told Sharon that she got drunk off her minibar. But when Mariah kept saying Tessa can't find out, then Mariah added a little more detail and said she did a terrible thing. And of course, Sharon comforted Mariah. But let's be real, pulling a few little airline bottles of vodka out of the minibar until you pass out is not a big deal that she has to hide at all costs from Tessa. So obviously she got drunk and she did something. And I suspect Mariah cheated on Tessa. I could not even begin to guess if it was a man or a woman, but that's the kind of vibe this is giving. And once Mariah comes clean or Tessa finds out another way, she may turn around to Daniel Romalotti for comfort. And I know a lot of people have suspected Tessa and Daniel may have a fling. I just don't see Y&R going that route. They only have one gay couple on the show, and the head writer twisting what has been a healthy relationship into something else may not be perceived very well. Does Mariah have anxiety and PTSD about the whole ordeal with Ian Ward and what he put her family through, what he did to Sharon and Heather Stevens and Daniel? But for them to bring in a guy into Tessa and Mariah's relationship, the optics are bad. However, it could simply be that Daniel comforts Tessa, and he's there as a friend, just like she has been for him now. Now, that's not to say that Josh Griffith won't do this thing. I just don't think he should, and I hope he doesn't. But I definitely think Mariah crossed a line and cheated. Victor Newman recruits Phyllis to do evil. So on Monday, Phyllis is raging at Billy Abbott and Sally Spectra in the spoilers. She catches them drinking champagne. Phyllis thinks they're celebrating Billy firing her. And then Phyllis is insisting that Billy's going to take her back. He says he's not. Then Phyllis spirals. She accuses Sally of plotting and planning this all along. Monday on Young and the Restless, Phyllis is threatening to make him pay. Sally seems a little alarmed. And of course, Phyllis is also spiraling because Daniel stepped away from her and Summer Newman just left town. So she's kind of ripe for the picking. And that leads into a spoiler for Thursday that says Victor strikes a nerve with Billy. So it could be, you never know, Victor may offer Phyllis the chance to get revenge on Billy and Sally using his resources. I mean, heck, Victor might even hire Phyllis at Newman Media or something like that so that he can let her loose with attacks on Billy. Of course, Victor hates Billy Boy. He's always pleased to publicly shame him if he gets a chance. And if Victor gave Phyllis a platform to take aim at Billy, she could do all of Victor's dirty work for him. Because he definitely wants to destroy Billy. And so does Phyllis. So we'll see. This could be a match made in hell. Lily Winters makes a shocking business deal with Aristotle Duma. So on Monday, Damian Kane's chatting with Lily. They bond over losing their dads and different things, but bottom line, Lily keeps pressing on Damian to get her a meeting with Aristotle Duma. And Damian doesn't think his boss is going to meet her face to face. I mean, he has never met his boss face to face, so I don't know why he thinks that she would. But she is a beautiful woman, and you never know. And so Lily presses Damian to set this meeting. On Wednesday's Young and the Restless, there's a spoiler that says Lily makes a shocking business deal. This may be about the Duma thing, because Damian comes back to her and says, Duma wants to know what exactly you want to know, things like that. So Lily may agree to whatever terms and conditions that Duma sets in order for them to meet face to face. You know, he may want to meet Lily alone in a secluded location. He may want her to get on his private jet. So I'm super excited. Josh Flynn is due any day now, and this could be when it happens. Victor weaponizes Adam Newman.
So on Wednesday, Victor challenges Chelsea Lawson-Newman's loyalty, and on Friday, Chelsea is really struggling with her new job at Newman Media. And on Friday, Kyle Abbott's ranting to Jack Abbott at Jabot, the same day that Victor is hitting Kyle where it hurts. So I think soon we are going to see Victor just really losing it, lashing out uncontrollably at the Abbotts through every means he has possible. Claire Grace Newman planning to move in with Kyle, plus Billy hiring Sally away from Summer and her leaving for Italy. It just feels like every day Victor has more reasons to attack the Abbotts. And with Michael Baldwin pushing back on him, we've seen Victor completely enraged at him. So he may feel like he can't trust anybody except for a Newman to help him do this dirty work. So we could see Adam getting some marching orders from his dad. It may be a two-pronged attack on Kyle. First and foremost, Victor may tell him, do not show or sell your condo to Kyle because I don't want Claire moving in with him. And then the second part could be for Victor to tell Adam to use Newman Media to do hateful news stories, factual or not. Maybe some fake news on Kyle and Billy. One interesting angle, I think, would be if he did an expose on them as Nepo babies, because they definitely both are. Something basically disrespecting them as businessmen, and saying that they just have been handed everything, because it's not that far off the mark. Sharon Rosalos tries to save a spiraling Phyllis. So on Monday, Red is in a really bad place after making threats at Sally and Billy, and then Phyllis flounces over to Crimson Lights to order a double espresso, which seems like the last thing she needs. And so Sharon may see her co-kidnapping victim looking like she's in a very bad place, and she may reach out to comfort Phyllis. So Summer left town on Friday, and Daniel has firmly pushed Phyllis away, told her, I'm going to work on my own thing, just stop. And then, of course, Billy fired Phyllis. That seems to be the last tether that was holding her together. She's in a very low, very bad place. Sharon's return from Europe couldn't have been better timed, because somebody needs to intervene and help a very angry Phyllis. I'm sure if Sharon approaches her, Phyllis will rant about Summer and Billy and Sally and all this stuff. Then Sharon may get the chance to play therapist, which would be a good thing, because Phyllis clearly